Wasabi, Walnut, What's Hurting My Tummy Wednesday, and what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Lotek Talks with Brad. I'm your host. Let ourselves translate expert knowledge. So today is Wednesday, and all I gotta say is, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I certainly hope we're not going to war, because it's terrible. War is terrible. We got all to lose, nothing to gain. Luckily, it's not going to be the war of our forefathers where they're sticking each other with bayonets and blood-soaked drawers everywhere. Yeah. Speaking of war, the Crimean War got Florence Nightingale started. I like to say that we nurses exist as because doctors weren't washing their hands in between pronouncing people dead and delivering babies. They're like, you see my coat? You see how clean I look? Germs can't touch me. Look how clean my coat is, how white my coat is. Wasabi, Walnut, What's Hurting My Tummy Wednesday. White coat. But yeah, it's nasty. Wash your hands, doctor. Which they do. It's great. I love to see it. They wash their hands. They use the foam. Everybody does. It's important. You cross that threshold, wash your hands. Wash your hands in between. Wash your hands as you go in, as you come out, and while you're inside. You're nasty. These little hands here, they're bug bags. They're carrying bugs everywhere. They're the nastiest thing ever. And we're outnumbered by our little buggies 10-1, so we got to keep them happy. But that's in our gut. I'll tell you what's not hurting my tummy. Blackberries. I had some blackberries before I came back from work. I love blackberries. I had lentils too. I've been munching on these lentils that I cooked many days ago, and it's a confession time. I had a couple trached patients, and lentils and malt beans, they give you gas. I put quite a bit of spices, but I forgot to put ginger in there. And you gotta use ginger. Everybody knows with wasabi, you have your ginger as a palate cleanser. And ginger also helps keep the flatulence from stinking as badly. But I forgot to put ginger in them, so when I have flatulence, or flagellate, those are two different words. It smells bad. I feel bad because I'm at work and I gotta go. And you don't want to hold it in. There's some studies that show that hydrogen escaping helps break up plaques and fight Alzheimer's. So don't hold it in. You could combust. It's bad for your gut. And when someone smells what you dealt, they are fighting Alzheimer's a little bit. So you're welcome. And like I said, with the trach patients, they're not breathing out of their nose, so they don't care. They don't know. So, yeah. Nursing confession. We do that. Yeah. Also, nursing confession. My patient's family members has been raiding the nourishment station. It's not okay to just walk up behind the nurse's station and start opening cabinets like you own the place. You've been here so long. That's not good. He's even starting to bitch to the nurses that they're not refilling it. Like, oh, they must have forgotten to go on a cracker run today. Like, what? What are you saying? That's insane. You shouldn't even be digging in there with your nasty little bug bags. You need to wash your hands and just not touch it. It's not cool. It's pretty gross. I think we may have been frozen with our photo booth. I don't know what happened here. Maybe we're still recording. But anyways, he kept eating. He'd eat anything. He's eating candy in his room. Eventually he gets a bellyache so badly that he's keeled over in the chair, and his girlfriend is telling me that I need to call the emergency department and have him admitted. And, I do. I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I went ahead and did it, and it sounded like he was getting appendicitis the way he was describing where it was in his right lower quadrant, the pain, but he didn't have a fever, and he was mostly okay. But he got himself admitted to the hospital. And, yeah, he's wandering from that floor, gets himself stuck in the elevator because you have to have a badge to get out of some places. And I don't think he's understanding the idea of not wandering around a hospital, because it's kind of an important place to keep secure. And you are a bag of fluid with little bug bags attached to your hands, and all you're doing is spreading germs because you're not washing. Hopefully he's got the slip-proof socks on, but I don't know. He might not. But he's okay. He's okay. It's the great thing about being in the hospital. Even when they're not okay, they're okay. And I guess I get why people overeat. It's important to feel full because our bags of fluid are trying to beat our bags of air, and they don't always win. Our lungs are in competition not only with gravity but with the whole bag of fluid in our body. That's why being so full helps the diaphragm push down and expand the lungs. Eating a full meal helps you sing, helps you become a better opera singer. That's why a lot of opera singers are rather rotund. So on Wasabi, Walnut, What's Hurting My Tummy Wednesday, this really should be called What's Not Hurting My Tummy. It's not blackberries and it's not lentils. So for everyone who has a tummy ache, try to eat less candy and step up with your natural protein, your vegetable proteins, and feed those little buggies in our gut that outnumber us 10-1. Happy Wasabi Walnut, What's Hurting My Tummy Wednesday. This is Brad, another Lotek Talk, signing off. Thank you.